Hey, folks, you're just joining us. I'm going to stop the stream and restart it because it seems to be going in and out. So I'm going to stop it and then restart it, and it may go to the next stream, number two. So sorry about that, but it's not real consistent. It was consistent earlier when I tested it, but it seems to be going in and out right now. So I'm going to stop it and restart it.
Clark Gymnasium, home of your Richland Raiders. We ask that everyone please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your caps for our prayer, followed by the playing of the national anthem.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you and pray at this time, God. We pray for your grace, your love, your mercy, God. Thank you for your Son died on the cross for us. God, tonight we're thankful for the freedom we have to be here tonight. We're grateful for those men and women who gave us that freedom. We pray blessings on those who continue to protect. God, we pray for safety as this inclement weather is being forecast. God, we pray that, number one, you keep everybody safe in their travels, but God, be with the school officials as they have to make decisions over the next few days. But God, tonight at this time, we pray for these young athletes. These teams, as they take the floor tonight, God, we pray that, number one, you keep them safe and injury-free. And we pray for those that are recovering from injury. But God, we also pray for courage and strength to play the best that they can. Be with the coaches. Give them the leadership skills and guide them. Be the respectful leaders that they need to be to help these athletes get their full potential. Be with the referees. Help them, dear Heavenly Father, to make those quick decisions that keep this game as safe and as fair as possible. God, be with us as fans. Keep us mindful that we are here for our entertainment and to encourage these athletes, not to criticize. God, guard, protect every step as we travel home. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Welcome in Wayne County Faithful tonight here on the Wildcat Wayne County High School Sports. We're coming to you live from White Clark Gymnasium on the campus of Richland High School in Richland, Tennessee, where tonight your Lady your Lady Wildcats are going to be visiting the later Raiders of Richland High School. Lady Cats 12-2 so far on the season. The Lady Raiders 11-1 on the young season so far. Starting lineups tonight for both teams, beginning with the Richland Lady Raiders. Number 4, Caitlin Bass. Number 10, Bailey Blair. Number 11, Mary Avery McNeese. Number 25, Kate Kirk. And number 40, Elizabeth Gordon. For your Lady Cats tonight, number 42, Presley Daniel. Number 30, Lee Prater. Number 25, Ava Ashley. Number 21, Emma Bryant. And Blair Bogus, number 12, rounds out the starting lineup for the Lady Cats. So again, tonight the Lady Raiders 11-1 so far on the season. Lady Cats 12-2 so far on the young season. So we're about halfway through the season at this point, and going to start to see how things begin to shake and come together. And so starting lineups have been introduced, and now we're getting ready for the tip-off here as the coaches are meeting with their players, giving them final instructions there on the floor, and now the players coming out onto the court. And we are getting ready to get started. August at the mid-court stripe to tip off against McNeese as the Lady Cats and the Lady Raiders are going to be getting started here on this evening. There's the tip, and the tip controlled by Emma Bryant for the Lady Cats. And then the pass lost into the backcourt. Blair Bogus gets on top of it. And now we've got a tie up underneath, and we're going to get a jump ball situation And that jump ball, do not see a possession arrow anywhere in this building. So the possession is going to remain with the Lady Cats. So the Lady Cats are going to maintain possession. Ava Ashley to take the inbound again. And now we've got a conference on the floor as there's some discussion as the two officials trying to get together and make sure that they've got the right call. And now they're going to get a reversal. They're going to say it's going to be Richland basketball. So we're going to flip-flop into the court, and Richland is going to have possession as Bass is going to take the ball out along the sideline. Lady Cats starting off in a man-to-man defense here on the defensive end of the floor. And the inbounds pass controlled and pass back up to Bass. Now back down to Blair. Blair going to run the point, kicks the ball over to Kirk. Kirk tries to get the ball inside, instead gets it back out to Blair. Now Blair dribbling around, and the pass underneath to Blair, and Blair with the two-pointer. That's McNeese for 2 points underneath. So 2-0 early here. Lady Raiders take the early advantage here in this game. Brian brings the ball up the floor. She tries to get the ball over to Presley Daniel. Daniel not able to maintain possession. And the turnover there as the Lady Raiders get the ball, bring it back up the floor. A little floater, just a little too strong off the back of the iron by Blair. And now she's going to reset and get the ball over to Bass. And now she's going to set everything up here on the offensive end of the floor for the Lady Raiders. Pick play on the right-hand side gets her the open look on the wing for the three-pointer. The three-pointer no good, and then Emma Bryant with the rebound. We got a jump ball situation. They're going to call that jump ball really quickly, and the tie going to give the possession back to Lady Cats. Lady Raiders playing a little pressure defense here in the full court. They get the ball up the middle of the floor to Bogus. Bogus drives it inside, puts the shot up a little wild, no good, and then the ball off of a Lady Raider out of bounds. Possession maintains with the Lady Cats. Emma Bryant going to take the ball out underneath the basket. She gets the ball into Lou Prater, and Prater with a nice cut right underneath the basket. So Lou gets her first 2 points of the night. We've got a tie ball game. Want to prepare you to let you know that we're fighting a poor internet connection here at this gym, and so work with us tonight. We're doing the best we can to try to keep this action coming to you, but with our internet connection, maybe a little sketchy. If the stream does drop, just be prepared to gut out and go back to a different stream if we have to start over again. Out of bounds as the Lady Raiders throw the ball out. Now pressure defense up to the end of the floor as Ava Ashley gets the ball back over to Emma Bryant. Now they break the press, get it up underneath, and Lou Prater into the basket. Nice assist there. Good vision by Emma Bryant. Looking up the court, seeing Lou right there underneath the basket. She got her the ball. And Lou was able to just go ahead and convert. No hesitation at all whatsoever. And another 2 points for Lou Prater. Puts Lady Cats out in front. Three-pointer off the wing by Bass. No good. Way too strong. Rebound collected by the Lady Raiders and off of Lou Prater out of bounds. Now checking into the game for the Raiders, number 14, Danny Lynn Galloway is going to check in as Bass is going to come to the sideline and get a little bit of a breather. Inbounds pass into the backcourt as Blair is going to take that inbounds pass, and she's going to bring it up the floor here. She gets the ball over to Gordon, and Gordon being locked down pretty hard by Presley Daniel. And then the bobble of the pass there, she was trying to give the ball over to Blair, and instead not able to connect, but she's able to pull the ball back in, and now she gets the ball to Blair. Blair being defended by Lou Prater, and she's going to try to drive inside, but she gets cut off. Passed inside. She was looking for Blair underneath the basket. But not able to control it. But Gordon gets the ball back. She's going to try to drive against Daniel, and we got to travel underneath as she takes one too many steps. That's going to turn the ball over to the Lady Cats. 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Cats with a 4-2 advantage. Lady Raiders continuing to try to put pressure on the defensive end of the floor, and now the ball up the court to Blair Bogus, and Bogus gets her first 2 points of the night. 6-2's count now as the Lady Cats out in front. Lady Cats doing a good job tonight getting through that full court pressure. Nice crisp passing. They're finding the open floor. They're seeing the floor. They're seeing where the player is going, and they're anticipating. Great job on the offensive end. And now we've got I'm not sure what that call was, but I know it goes against the Lady Raiders. So that's going to give possession back to the Lady Cats. And now we're going to get a timeout as the Lady Raiders are going to take their first timeout of the game. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on WCHS Sports. Wildcat fans, we're back coming out of the timeout. 6-2 the count here, 4:43 to go in the first quarter of action. Lady Raiders struck first for the first 2 points of the game. It's been all Lady Cats since then. Blair Bogus driving inside, and Blair's going to draw the foul. Not able to convert the basket, but she is going to draw the foul, and that's going to send her to the line to shoot two, as Caitlin Bass is going to pick up her first foul of the game. So Blair goes to the line to shoot two. First shot is up and good. Blair's second shot on the way now. That one's going to fall true as well. Lady Cats now on an 8-0 run here with an 8-2 advantage here. 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. Blair dribbles the ball up the floor, gets it over to Bass. Bass wants to swing it back around, but has nowhere to go to. Finally, Blair comes loose, and she's going to drive inside in the triple team, and now we're going to get a foul against the Lady Cats underneath the basket. They're going to call that foul on Blair Bogus, saying Blair got a little bit too much contact there. So that's going to send says Bailey Blair goes to the line to shoot two. First shot is good. Second shot away is good as well. So two free throws there for Blair from the free throw line. Got to cut the lead down to 8-4. Now back into a full court press for the Lady Raiders. Blair Boggins sends the ball across the timeline, and then she gets the ball over to Emma Bryant. Bryant's going to set up the offense now for the Lady Cats. She gets the ball over to Prater. Prater wants to get it inside as Ava Ashley's fighting, and she gets it set out to Presley Daniel. Daniel gets it over to Bogus. Bogus tries to drive, but she's cut off. Gets it out to Emma Bryant, but back inside to Bogus. Bogus with the shot, up no good, and then the rebound collected and gathered by the Lady Raiders. And now we're going to get another foul called. I believe this one's going to go against Blair as well. So Blair Bogus is going to pick up her second foul here in the first quarter. I'm not sure what that one was. I'm going to let that one go. 3:47 to play here. 8-4 the score. Lady Cats out in front. Swings the ball around and gets back out top to McNeese. McNeese drives, being guarded by Bogus. She throws up a wild one, no good. Rebound collected by Ava Ashley. And now Ava's going to bring it up the floor, and she's going to try to push it back up the offensive end of the floor for the Lady Cats. Ava kicks the ball out to Prater. Prater gets it inside to Bogus. Bogus driving with the left hand, no good, but Presley Daniel with the rebound. She puts the ball back, no good as well. And this time the rebound collected by the Lady Raiders. Gordon gets the pass up ahead, and now we're going to get a blocking foul underneath the basket. Presley Daniel, as Gordon was driving it inside, and Presley's going to pick up her first foul of the game. That's 3 fouls now against the Lady Cats here in the first quarter. 3:09 to play in the first quarter of action. 8-4 the score. Lady Cats out in front. McNeese gets the ball over on the wing, and she puts up a three-point shot. So McNeese knocks down a three-pointer, and that's going to bring it back down to a one-point game. 8-7 the score as the Lady Raiders now on a 5-0 run here in the latter part of the first quarter. Presley Daniel has the ball. She wanted to go somewhere. Instead, she had to put it on the ground and dribble it around. Gets it back out to Emma Bryant at the top. Let's swing it over to Ava Ashley. Ava being guarded there by McNeese. She wanted to drive, but she got cut off. She gets the ball back out to Emma Bryant. Bryant now swings it over to Bogus. Bogus trying to go someplace. She gets it back around, and now we're just passing around the circle here, trying to open up the defense. And now we're going to get a travel call as Blair was going to drive it in the middle, and now we're going to get that travel. So they're going to say she took an extra step, and that's going to turn the ball over to the Lady Raiders. Now several checking in for the Lady Raiders on this possession. as Bailey Blair brings the ball up the floor. She gets the ball over to Caitlin Bass. Bass swings it around to Hollis. Hollis back out to Bass to the top, over to McNeese, back over to Hollis, back around to Blair in the wing on the corner, and Blair with a three-pointer. And now the Lady Raiders back out in front with a score 10-8 as the Lady Raiders have come scoring back here at the in the second half of the first quarter. Looks like the Lady Cats were going to take off and start going, and now the Lady Raiders have just come away with it here. Pass over to Ashley. Ashley able to control it, even though she was challenged there by McNeese. The ball now swung around by Prater, tries to get it to Presley Daniel in the corner, but the ball knocked out of bounds off of a Richland Lady Raider. Possession is going to retain with the Lady Cats. 1:32 to go here in the first quarter. Emma Bryant going to take the ball out of bounds for the Lady Cats. She gets the ball into Ava Ashley. Ashley with a shot, but that shot short, no good. Mostly influenced by the foul by McNeese. So McNeese picks up her first foul of the game, and that's going to send Ava Ashley to the line to shoot two. Ava's first shot drops. Second shot for Ava on the way. That one's good as well. And we are back to a tie ball game, 10-10, with 1:28 to go here in the first quarter of action. Lady Raiders with possession. Bass with the possession of the ball. She's going to try to run the point and set the offense for the Lady Raiders. She gets the ball back around to McNeese. Gets it over to Hollis. Hollis with a three-pointer off the wing. No good. And the rebound collected there by Bass. Bass underneath. Loses possession, but able to be picked up by Bailey Blair for the Lady Raiders. She swings the ball back over to McNeese. McNeese wants to drive. Instead, she dishes it over to Bass. And now we've got a tie up underneath. And the foul call going to go against the Lady Raiders. Possession going to go with the Lady Cats. So Bailey Hollis picks up her first foul of the game. 3 fouls apiece now, but we're inside of a minute to play here in the first quarter of action. We're all tied up at 10. And Emma Bryant's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Lady Cats. I think the Lady Cats going to run the offense here, but you'd be tempted to go for a 2-for-1 here if you could. Three-point shot on the way by Bryant. No good. Rebound collected by Bogus, and now Bogus is being manhandled. But now we get a foul call on the floor. And so the foul going against Galloway, picking up her first foul of the game. Inbound pass to Bogus. Bogus gets the ball out to Prater. Prater finds Ava Ashley. Ashley looking for Presley Daniels. She gets her over in the corner. And now inside to Bogus. Bogus with the turnaround jumper. Short, no good. But Bogus follows behind, gets her own rebound. Put back, no good. But now we're going to get a foul call from behind. I believe that's going to go against McNeese as well. I'm sorry. They're actually going to call that against Caitlin Bass. So that is her second foul. 15th foul of the game here for the Lady Raiders. And Bogus goes to the line to shoot two. Mary Grace Littleton going to get ready to check in, probably for Bogus here as she gets ready to shoot her second shot. Second shot is away and good. Now Bogus is going to come to the sideline and get a little bit of a breather as Mary Grace Littleton comes into the game for the Lady Cats. 12-10 to score. Lady Cats out in front. We're inside of 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter of action. Hollis with the ball. She swings it back over to Blair. Blair gets it over to McNeese. Back out Blair at the top. Hollis over on the elbow. Finds the ball inside, and the ball intercepted, knocked away by a Lady Cat, collected by Hollis, and now she's trapped. She gets the ball underneath the basket to Kate Kirk, and Kirk is going to get that assist and her first points of the game. And at the end of the first quarter, we're all tied up here. It's 12-12. We'll be back with second quarter action right here on WCHS Sports. Welcome back, Wildcat fans, here at the start of the second quarter of action. We're all tied up 12 apiece between the Lady Cats and the Lady Raiders of Richland High School. Lady Raiders with possession to start the second quarter of action, and they're moving it down the floor, but the ball out of bounds off of Lou Prater, off of a kick ball there, so the possession going to remain with the Lady Raiders. Inbound pass to Blair. And now the Lady Cats in a man-to-man defense trying to set up. Actually, it looks like they're going to be set up in a more of a 2-3 zone. And now we've got a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to go against Lou Prater. Lou's going to pick up her first foul of the game. 12-12 to score here, second quarter of action. Blair with the ball gets it over to McNeese. McNeese wants to drive every time she gets the ball in her hands, but she passes back over to Blair. Now they get the ball back over to McNeese, and the ball nearly stripped away and stolen by Lou Prater. Instead, the Lady Raiders able to retain it and pull it back. Now they get the ball back over to McNeese. She's being guarded there by Prater. She swings it over to Blair. Blair on the elbow. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound collected by Littleton. And Mary Grace is going to get the ball over to Emma Bryant. Bryant passes ahead to Ava Ashley. Ashley inside to Bogus. Bogus for the easy two-pointer right underneath the basket. And so now the Lady Cats back out in front, 14-12. Lady Raiders back up the floor. Ball over to Gordon. Gordon back out top to Blair. Down low to Galloway. And over to McNeese. And McNeese for the second three-pointer of the game. It's now 15-14. As the Lady Raiders back out in front here in the second quarter of action. Lady Raiders backed off the defensive pressure now, no longer playing the full court press, but they are playing an aggressive man-to-man defense in the half court. Ashley with the ball. She gets the ball out to Prater. And now we've got a lane violation called, 3-second violation called against the Lady Cats, and that's going to turn the ball back over to the Lady Raiders. Bailey Blair brings the ball up the floor for the Lady Raiders. Swings it back over to McNeese. McNeese with a deep three-pointer. And, she's shooting with no fear and shooting nearly at the sideline. But they get the ball in her hands, and she's feeling it right now. So we got to get somebody in her face and make sure that she doesn't go. Now the pass inside to Ava Ashley. McNeese cuts underneath, but we're going to get a foul call as that's going to should go against McNeese. So that's her second foul of the game. And now Presley Daniel back to the floor for the Lady Cats as Littleton going to come back over to the sideline. Inbounds to Blair Bogus. Bogus pulls up and she finds, nice find right underneath the basket there as she was cutting, had two defenders right in her face, and she looked and saw Ava Ashley wide open under the basket. Hit her with a nice cut, and Ava without hesitation right off the glass. McNeese passes the ball inside, tries to get it into Galloway. Instead, it's kicked back out, and the Lady Raiders collect the ball. Now, Blair trying to set things up. Ball over to Gordon, and Gordon tries to throw it away, but instead goes off of Emma Bryant, and a little bit of a scrum for the ball there. Ball goes off of a Lady Raider, and now the possession back over to the Lady Cats. McNeese comes to the sideline for the Lady Raiders. Is checked in by Bass. So now the Lady Cats, 18-16 down, have an opportunity to score and either tie this game up or try to go back out in front. Little floater there by Ava Ashley, no good. And Presley Daniel doing everything she can to try to save it, but not able to do so. And the ball out of bounds off of the Lady Cats over to Lady Raiders. 5:20 to go here in the first half of action as the Lady Raiders with possession lead by 2. Gordon with the ball, gets it back out to Blair. Blair driving, kicks the ball over to Galloway. Galloway throws it across the floor to Bass. Bass back out to Blair. Blair with the three-pointer at the top of the circle. And Bailey Blair knocks down her second three-pointer of the game. We've got a 5-point game here as the Lady Cats have dug into a 5-point disadvantage. Lady Raiders up 21-16. Emma Bryant brings the ball up the floor. She gets the ball over to Presley Daniel. Daniel wanted to go to Prater, but she's being guarded very aggressively there. Instead, she gets it back over to Emma Bryant. Bryant back out to Presley at the top. She gets the ball back over to Prater. Prater down inside to Ashley. Nice cut there as Ashley got out there and tried to set the pick. She gets it out to Lou Prater. The three-pointer away, off the rim, no good. And the rebound collected by Galloway. Lady Raiders bring the ball back up the floor. Bass running the point here. And now the pass off of Emma Bryant out of bounds. Lady Raiders retain possession. .4:17 to go here in the first half. Lady Raiders out in front here with a 5-point advantage. Blair with the ball, dribbles out to the right. The Lady Cats are going to have to play a little bit more aggressive defense here and stay on them, especially if they keep shooting hot from the outside. Nice try there as Lou Prater tried to get in the lane and cut it off. Shot no good. Rebound collected by Gordon. And Gordon puts it back, no good, but then she collects her own rebound again, and now we've got a foul call underneath the basket. That's going to send Gordon to the line to shoot 2 as Presley Daniel picks up her second foul of the game. 2 team fouls now against the Lady Cats, and so now Gordon is going to go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Raiders. First shot just a little too strong, no good. Now Kylie Hall checks in for the Lady Raiders as Kate Kirk is going to go to the sideline and get a breather. Second shot no good, so 0 for 2 from the free throw line for Gordon. Rebound collected by the Lady Cats, and now the ball over to Emma Bryant. Bryant trying to set something up onto the offensive end of the floor. She gets the ball underneath to Ava Ashley. Ashley kicks it back out. Now back over to Bogus over on the wing. Three-pointer away for Bogus, and that three-pointer is good. Bogus cuts it back down to a 2-point game, 21-19. 3:22 to go here in the second quarter of action. Blair brings the ball up. She gets the ball over to Bass. Back over to Blair. And instead she gets the ball back over to Hall. Hall gets it back out to Blair. Blair being guarded by Prater. Going to get it back over to Hall. Back over to Galloway. Back to Blair. Blair wants to drive. Instead she pulls up a three-pointer from the elbow. And another three-pointer by Bailey Blair. That is 5 three-pointers now. 6 three-pointers that the Lady Raiders have hit here in the first half of action. So 15 points and 3-pointers for the Lady Raiders. Pass inside to Blair Bogus. Bogus with a turnaround jumper. A little short off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound collected by the Lady Raiders. And now Blair going to try to bring it all the way back up the floor. And we get a charge. Great job by Lou Prater. Good position. Lou draws the charge there as so Bailey Blair going to pick up her first foul of the game with that charge. And now Bailey Hollis checks into the game for the Lady Raiders. That was a big-time defensive stop there as Lou did a great job, got her feet set, got right in the lane, and just took the charge to prevent the Lady Raiders from extending their lead. Because another 2-point basket there would have been huge. Swing the ball across the floor to Presley Daniel. Daniel inside to Bogus. And we're going to get a pushing foul against Bass. So Bass now going to pick up her third foul here in the first half. And that's 3 team fouls against the Lady Raiders here in the second quarter. 2:12 to go. Inbound pass to Bogus. Bogus gets the ball over to Ashley. Ashley's wanting to go to the wing, but she can't get there. Instead, they swing around to Daniel on the other side. And now Presley drug her foot, gets called on a travel. And that's going to turn the ball back over to the Lady Raiders. On the floor for the Lady Cats right now, we've got Emma Bryant, Presley Daniel, Lou Prater, Ava Ashley, and Blair Bogus. Lady Raiders bring the ball up the floor. Blair with possession. She gives the ball over to Hollis. Hollis swings over to Galloway. Galloway wanted the three-pointer. Instead, she drives around the outside and is blocked on the shot there by Ava Ashley. Ava did a great job getting her hands up, and then she tried to push the ball up the floor. Lou Prater on the break, trying to get the ball back in transition, just a little too aggressive on the pass, throws it out of the backcourt, and the ball is going to go back over to the Lady Raiders. 24-19, Lady Raiders out in front. We've got 1:37 to go here in the first half. McNeese with the ball. She's going to drive around, pull up from a 15-footer. No good, but she follows in, gets her own rebound. Rebound no good, and now we're going to get a foul over the back call, and I believe that's going to go against Bogus. That's going to be Blair's third. So they're going to call it over the back call on Blair Bogus. So Blair is going to pick up her third foul of the game with a minute and a half to go here in the first half of action. Mary Grace Littleton checks into the game, and now we've got an offensive foul called against the Lady Raiders. Galloway picks up her second foul on an illegal screen play. So now that's going to give the possession back over to the Lady Cats. Bryant brings the ball up the floor. She gets the ball over to Prater inside to Ava Ashley. Kicks it back out to Bryant. Ooh, I think Emma wanted that three-pointer, but the defense just collapsed down on her before she could get the look away. Ball over to Prater now. Prater swings it back over to Bryant. Bryant back over to Littleton, and Littleton swings it back immediately to Bryant. Prater with possession now. She's trying to get the ball inside. Gets it over to Bryant in the elbow. That three-pointer away. No good. Just a little too strong. Off the back of the iron. Rebound collected by the Lady Raiders. And now the Lady Raiders going to bring it up the floor, and they're going to slow down. It looks like they're going to try to hold the ball for the last shot here of the first half. So Lady Raiders going to slow down and try to get the last shot away. McNeese with the ball. Gets it over to Hall. Hall gets it back over to Hollis, back over to Hall, back to Blair. And now Blair at the logo stripe there in the center of the floor is going to slow things down. We're inside of 28 seconds now. Hollis with the ball being guarded very handily by Emma Bryant. Gets the ball back out to Blair at the top. She looks to the sideline to get the offensive play call for what will be the last shot attempt here of the first half. She gets the ball over to Hollis. Hollis looks around, gets to McNeese at the very top of the circle. No good on the three-pointer. Now we've got a foul as Lou Prater gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled immediately. And that's going to be the fifth foul against the Lady Raiders. So that's going to send Hollis with her foul is going to send Lou Prater to the line to shoot two. So Lou with an opportunity here to make it a one-possession game here at the end of the first half. Her first shot away is good. Well, that was a gift right there. And now checking back in, Kate Kirk checks into the game for Lady Raiders. First shot good for Lou Prater. Second shot now away. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound collected by Galloway. And that should run out the clock as we come to the end of the first half. Your score after the first half of action, Lady Raiders 24, Lady Cats 20. We'll be back with first half stats right here on WCHS Sports. Welcome back to WCHS Sports. Here we're at halftime. The Lady Raiders and the Lady Cats. Lady Raiders out in front 24-20 at the halftime. Your first half stats beginning for the Lady Raiders. Both Bailey Blair and Mary Avery McNeese had 11 points apiece there in the first half for the Lady Raiders. And then they were rounded out by number 25, Kate Kirk. She had 2 points there for the 24 total points for the Lady Raiders in the first half of action. For the Lady Cats, leading the scorer is Blair Bogus with 11 points. Lou Prater had 5 points, and Ava Ashley had 4 points there in the first half of action. So, 24-20, Lady Raiders in front. We'll be back with second half action here on WCHS Sports. 12 minutes to start the second half. 24-20 the score here. Lady Cats trailing at halftime here against the Lady Raiders of Richland High School. We're back for the start of the second half. Emma Bryant with possession to start the ball for the second half here for the Lady Cats. They get the ball over to Lou Prater. Lou swings it around to Emma Bryant. Now Emma's going to slow things down and try to set up the offense. She's directing traffic, gets the ball over to Bogus. Bogus playing with 3 fouls that she picked up in the first half, so we're going to keep an eye on that here at the second half wears on. Emma Bryant now with the ball. Lady Cats cut the advantage down to 4 points here at the start of the second half. And ball out to Presley Daniel. Presley from the free throw line, no good. Rebound collected by Ava Ashley. And she gets the ball back out to Emma Bryant to reset the offense and slow things down for the Lady Cats. Cats pass the ball inside to Daniel. Daniel's going to drive. She's going to go up with the layup of the left hand, no good. And rebound collected by Lady Raiders. Pass ahead to McNeese. And McNeese with another 2 points off of the feed up the floor. So now we're back up to a 6-point game, 26-20 here in the third quarter of action. Lady Cats brings the ball back up the floor. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Raiders as Bogus being guarded by Kate Kirk. And now the pass knocked away and stolen by McNeese. McNeese pulls up on the offensive end of the floor. No good. Rebound trailed down and collected by Ava Ashley, who clears the ball out, brings it around, and gets it back out to Emma Bryant. Bryant kicks it across to Lou Prater. Prater with the drive underneath. Left hand, no good. The rebound and collected by Bogus, and the putback is good, and we get a foul. So the 2 points from August is going to be good. And then the foul is going to go against, looking for the number here. And the foul called on Kate Kirk. Kirk picking up her first foul of the game. So now Bogus goes to the line to try to convert the three-point play. And we're back to a one-possession game as Bogus converts that three-point play. 26-23 the score. Lady Raiders bring the ball back up the floor. Blair with the ball, gets the ball back over to Bass. Bass being guarded there by Bryant. She swings it back over to Blair. Blair for the three-pointer at the top of the circle, no good. And the rebound collected by Bogus. Now Bogus gets the ball over to Emma Bryant, and Bryant's going to bring the ball up the floor. Lady Cats desperately need the Lady Raiders to cool off on those three-point shots as the Lady Raiders converted 5 three-pointers in the first half. And now the rebound collected by McNeese, gets the ball over to Blair. Blair underneath to Kirk, and Kirk gets the two-pointer underneath. 28-23 the score now as the Lady Raiders push the advantage back out to 5. Lady Cats are going to have to get some stops on defense. And now we've got a foul called away from the ball. Elizabeth Gordon picks up her first foul away from the ball. That's her first foul of the game. 2 fouls now against the Lady Raiders here in the third quarter. Ball over to Lou Prater. Prater tries to get the ball. She wants to get the ball inside to Blair Bogus, but she can't do it. Instead, swings it around to Daniel and gets it back over to Bryant. Bryant back out to Bogus at the top. Bogus gets the ball over to Presley Daniel, who then passes over to Ava Ashley. Ashley being guarded by McNeese, gets the ball out to Prater, back over to Daniel. Daniel gets the ball back to Emma Bryant. Bryant thought about that three-pointer, but instead pulled back, and now back over to Ava Ashley. Ashley thought about one as well, pulled back, and now she throws to Daniel underneath the basket. Daniel driving, and she turns, and oh my goodness, she got the shot, but the shot no good as the rebound collected by the Lady Raiders, but now we've got a foul, and now the foul against Bailey Blair. Loose ball foul is going to be her second foul, third foul for the Lady Raiders here in the third quarter. That's going to give possession back to the Lady Cats. Ava Ashley hands off to Prater. Shot is away, but no, before the shot, we've got a foul on the floor as the Lady Raiders now going to pick up their fourth foul here. Gordon picks up her second foul, team fourth, and so now 4:57 to go here in the third quarter of action. Lady Raiders with 4 fouls already. Lady Cats are going to be shooting the rest of the way here in the third quarter. Bogus gets the ball, drives underneath. Shot no good, but we've got a foul committed away from the basket. I believe that's going to be Kirk. Nope, they're calling that on Bailey Hollis, and that's her third foul. 15th foul now against the Lady Raiders. And so now Bogus goes to the line to shoot 2. But more importantly, with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, the Lady Cats are going to be shooting the rest of the way here. So a great opportunity for the Lady Cats to try to score some points without time running off the clock. Bogus knocks down both of her shots from the free throw line, and we're back to a 3-point game, 28-25 the score. And now we'll begin to watch on the other end of the floor because you know good and well that the officials are probably going to start to try to even up the fouls. Emma with good defense on Bass. She gets the ball over to Blair. Blair now dribbles, being defended by Lou Prater. And now a screen set by Kirk. Three-pointer away, no good. Rebound fought for underneath the basket and collected by Presley Daniel. We get a jump ball. Nobody had possession. How do you have a jump ball when nobody's got possession? I don't understand that call as they were fighting, but the official calls a jump ball, and that possession arrow is going to keep the ball with the Lady Raiders. Shot no good. Instead of the shot going away, we're going to get a travel call against Bass. So no basket underneath. And instead, the travel going to turn the ball over. And so the Lady Cats, and now we've got a coach's warning against the Richland Lady Raiders basketball coach, as he had a few choice words for the official, made the travel call under the basket. Lady Cats going to retain possession, and we've got a warning issued. Now the Lady Cats with an opportunity here to try to cut this down to a 1-point game, or maybe even tie this thing up. And now what we've got a what was the, I don't even know what. We're going to get an illegal screen called against Ava Ashley on the offensive end of the floor, and so that's going to be her first foul of the game. First team foul now against the Lady Cats, and that's kind of what I was afraid of. Now we've got a charging call going against the Lady Raiders. So now, Kate Kurt picks up her second of the game with an illegal screen, and that's going to give the ball back over to the Lady Cats. So a tit for tat on each end of the floor with the screen situation. And now the Lady Cats with possession. 28-25 the score. Lady Cats with an opportunity to either cut this game to 1 or to tie it up. Bogus drives it all the way underneath. And 28-27 ball game here in the third quarter. 3:41 to play. The time running away. Ball kicked over to Galloway on the elbow. Swings back over to Hollis. Hollis wanted to drive. Presley Daniel cut her off. Instead, she tosses it out to Blair. Blair drives it underneath. No good. Rebound collected by Ava Ashley. Ashley gives the ball back over to Emma Bryant. Now Bryant's going to slow things down as she brings the ball back up the floor for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats now with an opportunity to go back out in front. Bogus with a three-point shot away. Going to rattle off the rim. No good. And the rebound collected by the Lady Raiders. So the Lady Raiders bring the ball up the floor. They get the ball ahead to McNeese. McNeese now being guarded by Bogus. And we've got a jump ball situation. As Blair got her hands on the ball, and the tie up there gives possession back to the Lady Cats. And we've got a timeout taken. As the Lady Raiders are going to take a timeout, we're going to take that timeout with them. We'll be right back here on WCHS Sports. We are back on WCHS Sports. 3:05 to go in the third quarter. Lady Cats trail 28-27 here at Richland High School, but with possession. Now Blair Bogus drives the ball inside, right off the glass, bounces off the glass twice before it converts. And now the Lady Cats back out in front, 29-28. As well, good play there. Presley Daniel jumped right into the lane. She was trying to get the steal there, just not quite able to control it, and the ball out of bounds off of Presley Daniel. So the possession going to remain with the Lady Raiders on the offensive end of the floor. Pass inbounds now as Blair and McNeese connect with each other. Both of them going for the ball. Blair gets the ball for the Lady Raiders. She gives the ball over to Bass. Bass passes the ball back over to McNeese, being guarded by Blair Bogus. Now the ball back over to Bass, back out top to Blair. and Blair going to try to slow things down for the Lady Raiders. McNeese with the ball. She swings it over to Galloway, back over to Blair on the elbow, and she gets it back out to Bass at the top of the circle, but guarded there by Emma Bryant. Now over to Hollis, back over to Blair, and Blair's going to try to dribble drive, and now she's going to pull back. Lou Prater, now she's going to drive it down, and she's going to dish it over. Ball over to McNeese. McNeese with a three-pointer away, very strong off the back of the iron, no good. No one able to collect the rebound, and now we've got a foul call as Blair has possession, and she is fouled from behind by Presley Daniel. That's going to be Presley's third foul of the game. Third team foul now. Second team foul against the Lady Cats. And now Hollis goes to the line to shoot two. Hollis's first shot is good. Second shot for Hollis on the way. No good. So now we're back to a tie ball game, 29 each. 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Remember, the Lady Cats are in the bonus, so any foul committed on the offensive end of the floor, or rather by Richland, is going to send the Cats to the line. Blair Bogus drives inside, and she converts an easy two-pointer. Blair having an incredible game here, especially in the third quarter. She is dominating underneath, taking advantage of the foul situation, and now we've got a no shot away as Galloway wanted to get the shot off, but we've got a travel call underneath. And the ball goes over to the Lady Cats on the travel call. 31-29, Lady Cats now with an opportunity to extend their lead, having come from 4 points down at halftime, and now we're back out to a 4-point advantage off of Emma Bryant's first 2 points of the game. Pass over to McNeese. McNeese wanted to drive, but she's cut off by Bogus. She gets it back out to Blair at the top of the circle. Blair dribbles around, being guarded by, and now we've got a foul call on the floor as Lou is going to pick up her second foul of the game. Third team foul against the Lady Cats now here in the third quarter. Lady Raiders with possession, and now the pass into Blair on the backcourt. Blair's now going to bring the ball up the floor. We're down to a minute to go here in the third quarter of action. Lady Cats have jumped back out to a 4-point advantage. And now we've got another pushing foul against Lou. So Lou picks up her third. Two of them back to back right there. We're right at a minute to play here in the third quarter. 4 team fouls now against the Lady Cats here in the third quarter. Blair with the ball, being guarded by Prater, and Lou's got to be careful. She don't want to pick. And now we've got an illegal screen set by McNeese. About time they saw that. She's been doing that all night. McNeese picks up her third foul, and now the ball inbounds to the Lady Cats. Emma Bryant brings the ball up the floor for the Lady Cats, being guarded there by Blair. She's going to drive, and she's going to hand the ball over to Bogus. Bogus going to drive inside. Wild shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound collected by Gordon. Now Gordon gives the ball to Bass. Passes ahead to McNeese. McNeese with a three-pointer. We know she's not afraid to shoot them. And the ball out of bounds off the Lady Cats as the ball went off of, looks like Bogus's foot, and out of bounds. So the Lady Raiders going to retain possession. Hey, look, 3 of them down there, man. It could have been any one of them, but it's a freak thing. You know, you got to get your hands on the ball. Can't let it bounce off your foot. And now McNeese kicks the ball out to Kirk. Kirk driving against by Ashley off the back of the window, and Kirk with another 2-pointer. We got 14 seconds to go. We're inside, actually 12 seconds. 10 now. 33-31 the score. Lady Cats out in front. Ball swings over to Blair Bogus. Bogus wants to drive. He gets the ball over to Bryant. Bryant back over to Bogus underneath. And Bogus for the 2-pointer right at the buzzer. The Lady Cats extend their lead back out to 4. 35-31 at the end of the third quarter. And we'll be back with fourth quarter action right here on WCHS Sports. Welcome back to WCHS Sports here at the start of the fourth quarter. Lady Cats out in front 35-31 as Richland is going to start the fourth quarter with possession. We're working hard here trying to keep the stream going for you. Keep in mind we're still struggling with some internet issues, so bear with us. And then we want to remind you that at the end of this game, as soon as the ladies' game is over with, we'll be ending the stream after the stats and highlights, and the boys' stream will start almost immediately after that. So you want to go back to the channel and look for the boys' stream. Emma Bryant with the ball. She's being guarded hard. And now what is that? We're going to get a double dribble call. Are you kidding me? That should have been a foul against Blair. Instead, we're going to get Emma Bryant with a double dribble call, and that's going to turn the ball back over to the Lady Raiders. Blair brings the ball up the floor, being guarded by Prater, and now over to McNeese. McNeese gets the ball out. She wanted to take the shot, no good. Off the back, and then rebound collected by Prater. Prater gets the ball back over to Emma Bryant, and Bryant's going to drive the ball up the floor. She's going to keep it going herself, and she's going to push ahead. She hands the ball over to Bogus. Bogus going to just drive, and we're going to get a travel call. No shot. They're going to call the travel. St. Blair took one too many steps before she got the shot away. Bogus with 11 points there in the third quarter, leading the scoring for the Lady Cats tonight. She's got 22 on the evening. But the Lady Cats, we got to get somebody else going. You can't rely on one player the whole night. Blair with the ball. She's going to get the ball over to Bass. Kicks it over to Kirk. Kirk gets the ball over to Gordon. Gordon back out to McNeese. McNeese driving inside, and she goes hard off the back. No good. And now the rebound collected by Bogus. And now we've got a timeout taken as Coach Ashley is going to take her first timeout of the game. With 6:42 to go here in the fourth quarter, Lady Cats going to take a full timeout. We're going to take it with them, and we'll be right back here on WCHS Sports. Lady Cat basketball here at 6:42 to go in the fourth quarter of action. Lady Cats with a 4-point advantage here. Ball. You can't have a backcourt violation if it doesn't cross the timeline. But he calls a backcourt violation even though we never crossed the timeline. That's doesn't matter. Ball still has to get across the timeline. Yeah, it's a wrong call. We're going to let it, okay, Lady Raiders with possession. McNeese being guarded by her own player. That's awesome. And now she drives inside. She's trying to get around Bogus, and Bogus playing tight defense. They swing the ball back over to Bass. Bass being guarded there now, screened off Emma Bryant. He gets the ball back over to Blair. Blair with a pull-up jumper from 18 feet. Rattles off the rim, off the backboard, and falls good as Blair with another 2 points. And that's going to make it a 2-point game, 33-35. The score, Lady Cats still out in front. Ball across the floor to Ava Ashley. Down to Presley Daniel, and Daniel with the pass. The ball off of Daniel's hands, out of bounds to the Lady Raiders. And so now 5:49 to go here in the game. Lady Raiders with possession are going to have a chance to try to come back down and either tie the game or go back out in front. Ball inbounds to Gordon. And Gordon gives the ball back to Bass. Now she passes over to Blair, and Blair's going to dribble up the floor. Lady Cats in a man-to-man defense on the half court. And the ball swings over to Gordon, back around to Bass. Bass drives underneath. Instead, she kicks it out to Galloway. Galloway with a three-pointer away, no good. Off of the defender, and now we've got a foul call against the Lady Raiders. And that's going to go against Bailey Blair. That's her third foul, first team foul here in the fourth quarter against the Lady Raiders. 5:31 to go. Lady Cats cling to a 2-point advantage in a very tight contest. We expected this to be a tight one. Both teams playing incredibly good basketball so far this season. Now we got a travel as Presley gets the ball and takes just a little bit of a hop before she passes, and that's going to be a travel every time. And yeah, it's just one of those, you got to be mindful of where your feet are when you get the ball. The ball over to Blair, being guarded by Prater. She swings it back around to Kurt. Kurt gets the ball back over to Bass. Bass over to Gordon. Gordon drives instead. She gives the ball back over to Galloway. Galloway back over to Blair. Blair will shoot the three-pointer, so Lou's got to stay in her face. Blair dribbling. She's driving. She wants to take it inside, and she's going to go underneath with the layup, and that layup is going to be good. This Bailey Blair kid is a good basketball player, and she's given the Lady Raiders quite of a spark here. Pass down to Blair Bogus. Bogus underneath. The shot no good, and now the rebound collected by Bogus. Instead, the shot away no good. Rebound knocked away, collected by Bailey Blair. Blair brings the ball back up the floor. The reverse layup underneath, and that one's going to be good. Lady Raiders have jumped back out in front here, 37-35. And now the Lady Cats have got to find a way to break this pressure. Emma Bryant with a three-pointer away off the back of the iron, no good. And now we're going to get a foul call as the holding call looks like it's going to go against. They're going to call that Elizabeth Gordon going to get called for her third foul, second team foul against the Lady Raiders here. 37-35, Lady Cats down by 2. Bogus with the ball inside. Shot up, good. The basket going to count for Bogus, and she's going to get fouled. So now the basket good, and then Kurt picks up her third foul of the game, third team foul against the Lady Raiders. And now Blair Bogus with an opportunity to convert the three-point play and put the Lady Cats back out in front here. Free throw is good off the front of the rim as Blair converts the three-point play. So we're back out to a one-point advantage, 38-37 with 4 minutes to go here in the contest. Bass gets the ball over to Bailey Blair. Blair gets it over to Elizabeth Gordon. Gordon going to drive the inside with layup, and it's going to be blocked there by Presley Daniel. Bounces off of Gordon out of bounds, and now the possession going to go back over to the Lady Cats. We're at 4 minutes to go. 38-37, Lady Cats are going to look to try to extend this lead. Now the half-court pressure, and now, good job by Emma, not losing the handle, instead keeping the ball in the front court and not committing a backcourt violation. Ball pass underneath to Presley Daniel. Daniel with a shot, and that two-pointer is good. So Presley Daniel converts her first 2 points of the game, and that's going to extend it back out to a three-point advantage for the Lady Cats. Bailey Blair with a three-pointer away from the top of the circle. No good. Rebound collected by Blair Bogus, and now Bogus gets the ball back over to Emma Bryant. Bryant going to bring the ball back up the floor for the Lady Cats. And now the Lady Cats are going to take a timeout. Second timeout taken by the Lady Cats. It's a full timeout. We're going to take it with them, and we'll be back with more fourth quarter action. Welcome back to WCHS Sports. 3:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lady Cats with possession and a three-point lead. Remind you, at the end of this game, we're going to bring you stats and highlights from the end of the game. Then we're going to cut off this stream, and we're going to start the boys stream. So go back to the channel, find the boys stream to pick up the boys game. Swings the ball over to Emma Bryant. Now Emma dribbles the ball out, and now Emma brings it back out to the logo. She's being guarded by Gordon, and Emma gets the ball over to Prater. Prater swings the ball over to Bogus. Bogus now a little pull-up jumper off the back, no good. And now a fight for the ball. Bogus collects, and now we've got, are you kidding me? You barely have time to get possession before these guys call a tie up. Fortunately, the jump ball stays with the Lady Cats, 40-37. Now the inbound to Blair Balgus. Balgus off of her shoe. Instead, collected by Prater. Now Prater gets the ball back inside to Balgus. Balgus with the shot, but she's going to get fouled underneath the basket. That's going to be McNeese's fourth foul, and that's going to send Balgus to the line to shoot two. First shot away for Blair is good. Second shot is good. That's 4 team fouls against the Lady Raiders here in the fourth quarter as we're inside of 3 minutes to play. 4 team fouls against the Lady Raiders, none for the Lady Cats. So we got to make sure that they don't try to even them up down here on this end of the floor. Ball swings around to Blair. Blair gets it back out to McNeese at the top. 3-point shot away, deflected by Blair Balgus. And now we've got another jump ball tie. These guys are barely getting possession before they're calling the jump ball. This is ridiculous. And now Richland's going to take a timeout with 2:29 to go in the game here, 42-37, and we'll be back with more fourth quarter action. .229 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lady Cats lead 42-37. Lady Raiders with possession off the jump ball coming out of the timeout. 3 timeouts remaining for the Lady Cats, 2 timeouts remaining for the Lady Raiders. Blair Balgus tries to strip the ball away, but it goes back to Bass for the Lady Raiders. Now she's going to try to dribble, take it inside, and we're going to get a blocking foul against Presley Daniel. I thought she was in pretty good position. That's going to be Presley's 4th foul of the game, first team foul against the Lady Cats, but that's going to put Bass to the line to shoot 2 off that shooting foul. Bass's first shot away is good. Kurt checks back in for the Lady Raiders. Bass' second shot now rattles off the rim, no good, and Daniel with the rebound gets the ball over to Ava Ashley, and Ashley's going to bring the ball up the floor for the Lady Cats. She gives the ball back over to Emma Bryant, gets the ball over to Prater. Prater looking for somewhere to go. And now Emma swings around and gets the ball. Now the ball, ooh, golly, nearly stolen away. Instead, inside to Ava Ashley. Nice speed there by Balgus, finding Ashley into the basket. And now the Lady Cats out to a 6-point advantage. We're inside of 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. They kick the ball over to Galloway in the corner. Galloway passes up to 3. That was a travel now, but Blair with a 3-pointer out of the wing is going to be no good. But rebound collected by Kirk. Kirk being guarded there by Balgus. She kicks it back out to Bass. Bass over to Galloway, or Gordon rather. Gordon over to Galloway, back out to Blair at the top. And you know Bailey Blair is thinking about a 3-pointer. She's dribbling, she's going to drive, she's going to push against Lou Prater. And now we're going to get a foul call. I believe that's going to go against Lou. Lou commits her first foul of the game. So now Daniel and Prater on the floor with 4 fouls apiece. 2 team fouls against the Lady Cats here in the fourth quarter. Gordon with the ball. She swings the ball over to Galloway. Galloway gets the ball back over to Blair. Blair off of her foot, able to retain it and keep the dribble going. And now she goes around Prater with a reverse layup underneath as Bailey Blair with a 2-pointer cuts it back to a 4-point game. And now with 1:05 to go, the Lady Raiders is going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back with the final action here on WCHS Sports. Wildcat fans, welcome back to WCHS Sports. We're now with a 4-point game. Lady Raiders back in full court press mode against the Lady Cats. Bryant with the ball. She's bringing the ball up the floor. Gets it across the timeline to Ava Ashley over to Blair Bogus. Bogus thought about taking a three-pointer. Instead, she just pulled back. Because remember, we're wanting to bleed clock at this point as much as anything else. Now the Lady Cats over to Emma Bryant. Bryant down low to Prater. Back out to Ava Ashley. Ashley back over to Bryant. Bryant tries to get the ball to Ashley. Instead, it's stripped away by Bass. And Bass with an easy two-pointer in transition. 44-42 the score. 36.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. And now the Lady Raiders take their final timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them as well. And we'll be back. All right, we're back here. 36.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Raiders out of timeouts. And the full court pressure now by the Lady Raiders pushing ahead as Emma Bryant moves the ball up the floor. Underneath the loop, Prater. Prater with an easy two-pointer underneath the basket there. Good vision, good feed by Emma Bryant. As Bryant looked ahead and saw Prater under the basket by herself, got the easy two. We're now inside of 20 seconds to go here. Ball nearly thrown out of bounds by Blair over to Gordon. And now just let her dribble out. Clock's on our side. Ball away to Bass. Shot no good. Rebound collected by Bogus. And with that, Blair is going to push ahead to Daniel. Daniel's going to push ahead to Prater. Prater's going to hold the ball. And that's going to be the end of the game. Time is going to expire. Lady Cats are going to come out tonight victorious, 46-42. We'll be back with final stats and highlights here on WCHS Sports. 46-42, the final tonight here for the Lady Cats coming at it against Richland. Lady Cats extend their record on the season to 13-2 with the win here tonight in Richland High School. Your final stats for the Lady Raiders: number 10, Bailey Blair led the way with 19 points, followed behind by Mary Avery McNeese, who had 13 points. Kate Kirk had 6. Caitlin Bass had 3, and Bailey Hollis finished with 1 point tonight for the Lady Raiders. For the Lady Cats, leading the way for the Lady Cats, Blair Bogus, who took over in the third quarter. She led the way with 29 points. She was followed by Lou Prater, who had 7. Ava Ashley with 6. Emma Bryant and Presley Daniel both rounded out the scoring with 2 points apiece. So your final score tonight: Lady Cats 46, Lady Raiders 42. We're now getting ready to stop this particular stream. As the girls' stream is going to end, we're going to go ahead and encourage you, head back over to the channel. Oh, never mind. as soon as the highlights are over, we're going to cut the stream. And then you can go back to the channel, find the boys stream. And the boys game is going to be getting started here in about 13 minutes. The boys are warming up right now, and we're going to be bringing you that action right here on WCHS Sports.